the most common medicinal plants in Southeast Asia and often grown in open fields, grassland, and waste areas at low and medium altitudes. The scientific name for sambong is Blumea balsamifera, and some of its other names are alibong, lakad bulan, alimon, lalakda, dalapot, sonson, and gabuel. Sambong has no known contradictions, but special precautions must be observed when taking sambong with diuretics. At least one banana should be eaten a day. Patients with excretory urograms showing signs of renal obstruction should also be careful when taking sambong, as well as people that are sensitive to ragweed plants, as it may cause an allergic reaction. Sambong is used to treat bronchitis, arthritis, insomnia, and dysmenorrhea. Sambong is also used topically for hemorrhoids, rheumatism, wounds, and cuts. In Chinese medicine, it is used as a carminative, mild stimulant, vermifuge, and a topical application for ulcers. In the Philippines, sambong is commercially made as a diuretic and kidney stone medicine. In Vietnam, sambong is prescribed for influenza, cough, and dyspepsia. Here are some ways sambong is prepared. For sambong tea, fresh sambong leaves are cut into small pieces, then washed with water. Next, 50 grams of the leaves are boiled with a liter of water and steeped for 10 minutes. 4 glasses of tea is recommended a day for best results. For sambong poultice, gather the leaves and roots, wash them with water, and pound in a mortar and pestle. The ground leaves can be applied into the affected part of the body. For plaster for fever relief, the leaves are soaked in cold water, wrung out, and placed between sheets of cloth. The cloth plaster is then placed on the forehead or armpit to lower the body temperature and prevent convulsions.
Next, we have Acapulco. This plant is about 1 to 2 meters tall. The leaves are embraced with 8 to 20 oblong, elliptical-shaped leaflets. It has flowers with oblong sepals. The scientific name is Cassia alata. The common name for Tagalog is Katanda. For Ilocano, we have Andadase. For Bisaya, we have Palonchita. And ringworm, bush, 7 golden candlesticks, and bayabas bayabasan. And it is also found in abundantly naturalized in Southeast Asia and occasionally planted throughout the region for medicinal and ornamental purposes. The parts used is the leaves. The uses is this in the antifungal, Datinea flava, ringworm, athlete's foot, and scabies. For the preparation, we have first fresh, matured leaves are pounded. Next, we have apply as a soap to the affected part 1 to 2 times a day.
Niyog-niyogan is a large climbing woody shrub that is native in Southeast Asian countries, including the Philippines, India, Myanmar, and Malaysia. Niyog-niyogan grows about 20 feet in height with leaves that is rounded at the bottom and pointed at the tips. Niyog-niyogan leaves are applied to the head to relieve headaches. Remedy for diarrhea and fever. Ripe fruits of niyog-niyogan are roasted and taken internally for diarrhea and fever treatment. Remedy for dysuria or painful urination. For the preparation of niyog-niyogan, pound or cut about a tablespoon of flowers of niyog-niyogan. Then add in 2 cups of boiling water for 10 to 15 minutes. Strain, let it cool and drink a cup 2 to 3 times a day. Make new niyog-niyogan herbal tea as needed.
Chaang gubat. Chaang gubat is a shrub with small, shiny, nice-looking leaves that grows in uncultivated areas and forests. Aside from the traditional way of taking chaang gubat, it is now available commercially in capsules, tablets, and tea bags. Scientific name for chaang gubat is Carmona flexica. Common names are Puspitoy in Bicol, Alangit in Bisaya, Forest tea, and wild tea. Indications are for keel, diarrhea, stomachache, and as gargle to prevent cavities. It is found in secondary forests at low and medium altitudes and sometimes cultivated as ornamentals. Parts used are leaves only. Preparation for chaang gubat is: Step 1 is to boil the following amount of chopped leaves into 2 glasses of water for 15 minutes or until the amount of water goes down to 1 glass. Cool and stain. Step 2 for chaang gubat is wash leaves and chop it. Boil chopped leaves in 1 glass of water for 15 minutes, cool, filter, and
Mordiga charantia is a scientific name of Ampalaya. Ampalaya is a tropical annual vine endemic to Asia with yellow blooms and orange, warty fruits that open to reveal red-coated seeds when mature. Various plant components are utilized in traditional medicine or as nourishment. This plant's immature green fruit eaten as a vegetable. The common names of Ampalaya are bitter gourd, bitter melon, and tuberculated Mordica.
For the contradictions of Ampalaya, abdominal pain and diarrhea if taken several times the amount recommended, headache, fever, and coma if excessive indigestion of the seed, and worsening the low blood pressure. Now, the uses of it is, it lowers the blood pressure, especially for the diabetic patient, and the juice of it can alleviate the symptoms of fever, headache, and body pain. For the preparations, first, gather and wash young leaves very well, then chop. Second, boil 6 tablespoons in 2 glassful of water for 15 minutes in low fire. Do not cover the pot, then cool and strain. Now, next, take 1/3 cup in 3 times a day after the meals. And lastly, remember that young leaves may be blanched or steamed and eaten in 1/2 glassful 2 times a day.